Today, guys, we're going to be covering heroes and legions. Yes, the guide you've been asking for, and it's been heard loud and clear from all the live streaming and in the comment sections you've been asking. I'm going to teach you guys about the talent system, about heroes in general, and how you can gain a ton of power in this game. Because honestly, you've been looking and wondering, how the hell are people so strong? It's secretly their commanders. So we're going to cover all of that in today's video. And I'm going to teach you guys how legions work and why it is really, really important to understand the fundamentals of turn-based combat in this game. So with all that said, smash like, comment, and subscribe. I hope this is going to be an amazing video guide for you, and let's dive in. So let's talk about the heroes first, because without understanding your heroes in Age of Empires Mobile, you're not going to understand how to maximize your legion and the troops that you're going to be using in PvP combat. So the very first things we need to talk about is your military speciality and your unit speciality. You'll notice the commanders in this game, there is different types. You'll see I've got a warrior speciality here, but instead Attila the Hun compared to Mulan is a dual class speciality, meaning he can use archers and cavalry. If we look at Miyamoto, he is an infantry unit speciality with the warrior military speciality. You're probably wondering, what am I talking about? What are all these things I'm saying? Basically, what these are is a way for you to understand that these commanders should work together. So a warrior wants another warrior to be in their legion, because when you get two warriors in the same legion, you're going to receive a 20% bonus to all your attributes. You're also going to get a 30% increase if you get 3 commanders with the same military speciality. The cool thing is this shares the exact same thing with your units. So if you look at the unit specialities here, our archers, if I put 3 archer commanders together, I'm going to go from 5% to 10 to 15% extra bonus for all my attributes because I've matched all of it together. So literally connect 3 and you're good to go. So that's what military specialities and unit specialities are. I know a lot of people have been talking about them. You've probably been kind of confused what they are, but that's what it is. It's that simple. And you'll notice if we go to the very top menu, there is a filter system, and you can choose to filter this. So we've got the warriors, I'm kind of hiding the marshals, and you've got the tacticians, and all of them share the exact same buff. So if we look at Dio-chan, she is a tactician, but as long as you have, again, 2 tacticians or 3 tacticians together, you're going to get those bonuses for that march. Again, if she has a cavalry hero together, so if I get 3 calves all together, I'm going to get that bonus as well. So that's your military, that is your unit specialities, understood, so you're not feeling any confusion now when it comes to what are people talking about when we're going into lineups, right? So now if we go back into our heroes, go into Mulan, let's explain your skills. Let's explain the stars. Those are 2 things that do work together and help you improve your commander's power. Same with the level. All 3 do work together, and it's a little bit confusing at first, I know, but it will make sense to you. So your stars. Your stars is the easiest one to probably explain. This is where you're going to be unlocking, summoning your heroes more and more and more to increase these star pips. So you can see I need 0 out of 25 to go to the next pip. And this is going to increase, you'll see, my Mulan's might by 0.35, so plus 3.5, every time I do one of these pips, which is really good. It's increasing how powerful my march is. But when I unlock my rank 4, I'm going to get this amazing ability. So this is reducing the troop damage taken by 2.5%. And you'll notice when we come out of here, all of your star ranks, major ranks, all have that. So if we go at this area, your major first star will increase a skill. Your second will increase an attribute. Your third increase does a skill. Your 4th does an attribute. And your 5th star and the final one will do a skill boost. This is, again, different to every hero, guys. This is not the same formula for every single commander in this game. So if you look, for example, our Mulan, she is upgrading the war signature skill down here, your commander skill that you can use on the open field. But then her next 2 skill boosts are increasing her signature turn-based skill. If you look at Attila the Hun and hit his stars, you'll notice all 3 skill boosts are actually on his only, right, his signature turn-based skill. So that just showcases, look, a lot of the commanders do upgrade differently on their paths, but they will follow the same rule of being a skill, attribute, skill, attribute, skill for each one of them. By doing that, you'll notice you are upgrading these skills, making them more powerful. On top of that, your level for your commander is also going to be in charge of upgrading this very first skill. And in order to upgrade your commander, you can do this in a variety of ways. Kill tribesmen, do events. You can obviously use XP bucks as well to level up heroes. And in order to increase your level cap, because a lot of you are probably wondering, I'm level 75 out of 75. How do I get to level 80? How do I go a bit above and beyond? This is actually upgraded through your tavern. So you will notice this naturally will occur because you have to upgrade your tavern to upgrade your city wall to upgrade your town center. That is just the natural progression of the game. So you will always have this going up when you are progressing in Age of Empires Mobile. So your level there is going to be going up, and by leveling up, you will upgrade your very first skill, which is called the Commander skill in Age of Empires Mobile. The Commander skill is only allocated and can only be used if this commander is your primary commander in the lineup. I need that to make that very clear, because when we get later on in the Legion menu, I am going to showcase that. But just remember, this skill is only going to be used if your commander is in the primary slot. So if I use this and put Mulan in the primary slot, I'm going to get the ability to deal 4 rapid fire instances of might damage to the target. If I paired up Mulan with my Attila, and my Attila was on the secondary slot or the 3rd slot, I would not be able to activate the Nordamic Strength. If I want to activate Nordamic Strength, I would have to move Attila the Hun into the primary slot. So I hope that makes sense to you, and I hope you understand why that is. Because when we actually now go to our other 3 skills, so our 3 different bad boys here, these are your turn-based passive skills you're going to be using in combat. And your very first one is your signature skill. So this is kind of the skill that your commander is known for, right? It's going to be different on every commander, but it's kind of what you know they want to do. So here, Mulan basically says, after I launch a normal attack, I'm going to have a chance to deal a ton of damage to you and 50% chance of dealing a triple hit to you again, which is kind of crazy. So if you read this, after a normal attack, it deals an extra instance of might damage to the target, and which has a 50% chance to become 3 instances of might damage. So I can go bang, or I can go bang, 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 bang. So I can really machine gun you down, and that's kind of her skill. But when you look at the next 2 skills in this, you can change these. These are not part of a signature skill. These are 2 kind of just passive-based skills that you can have equipped. And these skills, like I said, can be interchangeable. So every hero will have a choice of 6 different skills. I'm currently hiding one, so me being a bad content creator will get out of the way right there. So you can see we've got 6 different skills that you can use for your commander. So we've got Armor Piercer, Infuriation, Act of Mercy, Weak Spot, Double Attack, and Furious Charge. Why is this important? This is important because this is going to change how your actual march will interact and obviously deal damage on the open field, as well as you will notice you have your levels. And a lot of you are probably wondering, okay, I've got level 21 legendary, but what about this other skill that I had earlier? Well, when you level up your skills in Age of Empires Mobile, which you'll notice I've been leveling up these skills. This is level 22, 20, and 21. these are actually leveling up to the skill slot. You are not leveling up the actual skill. So if we go to that and showcase it off, we've got a double attack skill in here. I can change this skill to Infuriation, and it's still level 21. I can change it back, it's level 21, because this is level 21 on the number 2 skill slot. So hopefully that makes sense. So you don't actually have to upgrade, 3 different skills to level 21. You don't need to do that. However, you will notice your skill can get upgraded. To upgrade the skill, this is actually upgrading its effectiveness. You can see down at the bottom, this will go into a red star, red star, red star, red star, red star for every time you upgrade one of these, right? These are going to cost you legendary skill scrolls for the legendary skills. And obviously for your epics, it's going to be your epic skill scrolls. I would not waste these on early on. Save, hoard all of your scrolls until you watch more Age of Empires guides, more content, so you know which are the best skills in the game to unlock for your marches, so you don't make those early game mistakes. But that is honestly the skills over and done with. Just to remind you and summarize that, we've got our war skill. You can use this if your primary commander is in the primary slot. Then you've got your main 3 skills you use in turn-based combat. This is your first signature skill. This is what you're kind of known to do. And then you got 2 passive skills, which you can basically change on the fly for your commander when you unlock those skills. All of these skills, as well as you'll know, if you've been playing this game yet, will take a skill point currency. So you will need to upgrade it through this skill point currency. But like I've showed you, once you upgrade it to level 21 on that skill, you don't have to go worry about it again. It's done, right? So that is the skills. We've gone over the levels, we've gone over the stars, we've gone over the military speciality and the unit speciality. So now let's talk about some a bit more in-depth parts of your hero, which is your gear and the talents, and then we can move on from the hero section to the Legion setup. So when it comes to your gear, the thing with gear, I want to make clear, I am going to make a full guide on gear. However, gear is obtained through the smithy. So you can see I actually have quite a decent amount of gear, especially if you look here, I've got 5 pieces of legendary gear and a brand new epic one that I need to equip to a hero, right? In order to get that gear, you must progress through the game and unlock the smithy. The smithy is a very special building that allows you to basically forge that gear. You can choose to forge specific gear, as you can see down here, but you must have the blueprint to do so, or, which I've been doing, which I honestly find a lot more easier, is doing the random ones. You can find random epic blueprints and random legendary blueprints, and that's what I did. Formed basically 2 legendary blueprints, set them to forge, and just like I'll do in this video, boom, we've just set 1 random epic blueprint to forge. In 4 hours it's going to be done, and I can equip that to a hero. And that's kind of what gear is. There's 4 pieces. You've got boots, you've got your chest, you've got your arms, and you've got your head, and in the middle is the signet ring. I don't have this yet because you can see reach milestone stage 15 and Citadel 18. I am the Citadel level 18. We just don't have the current milestone to showcase that. But this is another piece of gear. So in total, you got 5 pieces of gear you need to be working on. And the thing is with the gear, guys, even if you get, your legendary gear, you can upgrade these gear with a special currency. You obtain this through your island tactics. So make sure you're doing your island tactics. And if you get any duplicates later down the road, so let's just say all of your commanders have gear on them, and now you're trying to make them stronger, any duplicate gear you get, you would be using to upgrade the stars, just kind of similar like you would be doing on your heroes. So just think of it, your gear works like a very mini version of your hero. And if you can understand that, I think you will make your gear and hero work hand in hand really easily. Now let's finish off this section with the talents, and we can move on to the Legion and finish up on this guide. The talents is where you are going to get a bunch of power. So if we go to my Attila the Hun here and we drop onto his talent page, you can see I have not put any points in. And that's not good because I am missing out on a bunch of March damage for our hero. And what I'm talking about is this military speciality. You got to remember, this says the strength in numbers talent activates the military speciality. So when we go to our talent page, what it's talking about is you need to level up your hero in order to unlock this one keystone. This is going to allow you to get that attribute bonus, and that is really, really, really important for your troops, guys. Do not miss out on that bonus. I'm trying to make that very clear here for you. If you want to get more talent points, it's very easy to understand. You upgrade your hero to get level talent points. The first talent point is at level 20, and then you every 2 levels you're going to get 1 point. You will max out at level 120, so you can guess how many points you're going to get, right? Just do some quick maths there. Level 20, there's 100 levels, and then it's 2 levels for 1 point. So in total, you're going to get about 51 talent points to use. So in order to go through the talent page and to understand what the talent page is, it is a very progressive page. So in order to get to Intrepid Warrior, I need to spend the minimal requirements beforehand. So if I now start activating my main ones, so we have to go through here. We don't get any choices in the foundation apart from down in this section. We can choose to put 1 point into commander's damage, which we will do. And you'll notice it has unlocked now my Intrepid Warrior. So I've spent the correct amount of points and now I can activate it. Now I've got to do the exact same thing to get to strength in numbers. So I've only just spent 6 out of 15 points. So I need another 9 points being spent. So just for argument's sake, this commander is already doing a ton of damage. I'm just going to build him more for defense just for this video, right? So we're going to hit this little button here. We're going to reduce the amount of damage we take. Boom, boom. So that's 3 points we've already put in. Reduce the damage taken by skills. Love to see that. Increase my armor. Love to see that too. Now we can look down here. Increase the hero siege. I'm not too fussed about that one just as of now. So we will go and grab these 2 points, right? And I still need 1 point to get down there. So what I'm actually able to do, and this is for all of you guys, I can actually jump back up and increase my main damage. So if I actually go back to the original area, put that point in there, you'll notice I've unlocked strength in numbers. And by doing that, if we look, our shield is offline. Now I go down here, I activate my strength in numbers, boom. It's online now, and that's going to allow me to put Attila the Hun and my Mulan together, and it's going to trigger that bonus of 20% because I've got 2 commanders with it running. And that's how the talent system works. You honestly just need to keep progressing and putting points into areas that you want to put down into, and make sure you're covering a variety of different trees, right? You might have different commanders that you want to use. One might be a bit more defensively built, one might be more offensively built. At least you have both options then to switch between when you go for your lineups. And that is everything. That is honestly, I think, everything you need to know for the basics of your heroes. We've gone through the military speciality, the unit speciality. We've gone through stars, the levels, the way you can upgrade the levels, your skills, the gear, and the talent page system, right? So that's everything that you need to know to make your heroes work, right? So you've got a good understanding. To finish off this, just to make it a nice little tips and trick at the end so we can move on to the Legion area, just remember when you are playing this game, all of your heroes, no matter what, will have a little button here. This button is just showcasing you your commander's skill in the mini game Battlefield Survivor. It is such a fun mini game. I know you guys have enjoyed my video guide on it, and I'm glad you guys have enjoyed that. But that is what this button is for. This is going to showcase you what skill your commander has, as well as what his very powerful ability is in that game mode. So that showcases what that one is. As well, down here you've got this nice little icon. If you click this icon, it will showcase recommended lineups. So even if I go back up to Mulan, hit the little button, it will recommend me 2 different lineups. So if I'm looking for someone to run, I can do that. So I've got Mulan, Josephine, and I've got Attila. You can see I'm going to be swapping Josephine out for Derek when I unlock him, which is really good. Or I could choose to replace Attila with Rani, and I actually have all of those commanders at my disposal, right? So I can choose to do that. So that's the hero section. I hope I've helped you out there. Now you understand that. Let's go into the Legion section and finish off today's video for Age of Empires Mobile. Now we've gone over all that you need to know about heroes. Let's make our first Legion formation, and it should make a lot more sense for you guys. So obviously, to summon a Legion in Age of Empires Mobile, all you gotta do is hold on screen with your finger until the circle becomes a nice funky disco ball. Once it's in a funky disco ball, let go, hit the good old march button, and you're gonna get access to this menu. I am higher power, so I do have the ability to summon 5 marches. You are going to be able to do so the same with research tech. So the more you upgrade your research tech, the more troops that you can deploy on the field at one given time. So when we're going to look at our archer setup today, this is my archer setup. I've got Mulan, we've got King Derek, we've got Attila. And we're going to break down everything we've gone through on the hero section here on the Legion menu, because it will make 100% more sense now. So if I hide myself out of this game, what we're going to do is showcase at the very bottom, we have a matchless rating. And this is because we have our unit types all together with all of our military speciality, and it's giving us these total bonuses. You can see my King Derek, unluckily, is locked. And that is because I have not completed the talent section for him, which we're going to do in a moment. But you'll notice by not doing it, we have 2 commanders, right? Both with the warrior military speciality. We've got the 3 commanders with the archer unit speciality, and that's now showcasing it down on the bottom corner. So we know we have that. In order to get this next shield unlock, all you're going to have to do is go to your commander, like my King Derek here, go to the talent page section and make sure you again have strength in numbers unlocked. As soon as you unlock this and you come out of this menu, you'll notice now I have a total of 180% bonus because I have the maximum, match for the warrior on all the speciality for your military and the unit speciality. And this is obviously showcased now in the glorious rating, so we can see how good that march is. So now you understand from the beginning area why it was so important. You need to understand military specialties and unit specialties, because it's going to give you that massive bonus you're going to need for fighting. So now we've gone through that, we can see we have our different skills, right? So we've got our different skills here. And right now, again, my Mulan has Flying Swallow as the main skill. I can choose to have this auto activated or not, and this is again by my choice. I can have this on or not, but because this commander is in the primary slot, you will notice I am only able to trigger this skill. That again goes back to what I was talking about in the hero section, where I was saying you cannot have the Attila no damage strength and this running at the same time. That's why these ones are grayed out. So if you did want this commander here, you can see what I was doing. You can actually grab this commander and you can switch them around. And by switching them around, you're going to get the skill that you want on there, right? So just remember that. So that is your Legion setup already. Nicely, it makes sense. Once you've got your commanders in the correct area and you've got your actual Legion setup, make sure you click the right choice. So we want archers on our march. We hit archers. You can also click on auto replenish. This means anytime you lose troops or you might go on tribe hunting and you lose a bit of troops again, it's just going to instant replenish this with any of your remaining troops you've got from training, right? So that's the best thing about doing this. Again, just keep it on auto replenish. It's up to you if you don't want to. I do. That's just help me out. And then from here, we can just basically hit the save button. We've got that and deploy. And we are on the open field. So now we've got a good understanding of what the heroes do, what that Legion screen makes sense now with all of the military specialties, the unit specialties, why it's showcasing certain skills grayed out, and why you're able to switch your commanders around so easily, so you can choose again that main war skill at the top. And to finish off the video, what we'll do is just summon a level 12 boy. So we will attack this level 12 boy, or a level 11, since we need to get a level 1 killed, and we'll showcase the combat, right? So now we're going to go use that legion we've just crafted, because we've put all of our guys together, and we're going to be able to activate again this skill if we choose to, or if we don't choose to. So we'll hide this out of the menu, let our Mulan march over there. You can see all of those archers as well. Love to see it, love to see. You can see, shout out to Prasia on the video, you can see his troops there with the spearmen, and we're now coming closer and closer, and let's go, let's kill this unit. And this is going to showcase the turn-based combat now, so you'll see how these are fighting. This is going to be using the 3 skills that we had in the hero skill menu, and as we were fighting, you will have noticed I was generating a little bar of rage, and that would have allowed me to use this skill if I chose to. So that is everything you honestly need to know about Age of Empires Mobile, the heroes and legions. So hopefully this has been a really good beginner guide to you, and you know now, okay, we've got military, specialities, we've got these units, I know what talents are there for, I know what the stars are there for, I know what skills are doing, I know I can change my skills, I know I'm not scared to actually buy a new skill because I know I don't have to re-upgrade again, all of that jazz. And I hope I've helped you all out, because I have been loving Age of Empires Mobile. And I want to say thank you to all of you guys that have been watching the content, that have been tuning into the live streams, because it's been an amazing pleasure of covering this game. And if this has helped you out on your Age of Empires Mobile journey, you know what to do. Smash the like, hit a comment down below. Let me know what you want me to cover next in the next guide. And with that, hit the subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. So until then, stay safe and stay sneaky. Peace out.